Hello and welcome to this week's Unveiling You moment. This is Dr. JaNee Mobley coming to you with this week's Unveiling You moment entitled The 3 Signs That You're in the Wrong Career, Wrong Job, or You're Doing the Wrong Business. And this is something that is so true even now. And a lot of people will hear so many different things about the economy. And yet there are still people out there who are working jobs that they absolutely hate. And they're staying in their jobs because it puts food on the table and it feeds their families. And it takes care of whatever needs it is that you all have. Now, one of the first signs that I wanted to address, one of the things that I really want to let you know is that you're not alone. There are so many people, if you've ever had a job, I'm sure, because I've been there too, that you've had a job where you absolutely hate it. You're always looking at the clock, waiting for, time to go home. You look forward to your days off. It's like agony. Well, I want you to really listen to these 3 tips, not so much 3 tips, but these 3 signs that let you know that you need to consider making a shift in your career, in your business, and in your job. And yes, I mean, even in this economy, I truly believe there's so much favor for each and every one of us. And I really don't listen or give energy to the negative news because I know irregardless, there are opportunities for me out there anyway. So I want you to have the same attitude. The first telltale sign is Monday morning, you wake up and it's like agony to get out of the bed. It takes literally a spatula to scrape you out of the bed. You hear the alarm clock and you hit snooze. You hit snooze, you hit snooze. And you hate getting out of the bed because you know it's time to go to work. And it may not be Monday, it may be Friday, it may be Saturday for you. Whatever time it is that you go to work, you agonize having to wake up to go to work, or you agonize if you go to work in the middle of the day, you agonize having to walk out of the door to go to work. The second sign is you are a grouch. Your attitude is poor, your attitude is bad. You're disconnected from your spouse, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your wife, your children. Your children don't even know who you are. Because your attitude is just that poor, all because in your mindset, I'm making the sacrifice financially for my family, doing something that I absolutely hate to make sure that I can provide for them. But at the same time, what you're doing is, although you are attached and you're committed to providing for them financially, you're separating yourself from your spouse and your children and your family emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I want you to think about that for a moment, because a lot of times, and especially men, this is something I truly observed in men, the mindset is to provide, but the financial part, yeah, you're fulfilling, but the mental, the spiritual, and the emotional part, there's a huge disconnect. So it's just something to ponder on. The last and the third thing is you are not fulfilled. I mean, you're not fulfilled. You literally, and even you can be someone who makes 6 figures a year, close to 6 figures a year, what people would consider the good life. You may be working with people who say, girl or man, if I made the money that you made, I wouldn't be worried about anything. But one thing I do know is that money does not buy you joy, money does not buy you happiness. It gives you access to those things. But if you're doing something that you absolutely hate, even though you're making good money, it's still not a sense of fulfillment. And I want to let you know that that is okay. In a sense, and when I say that is okay, that's okay meaning that you're not the only one going through it. And I want you to stop it right now. One thing that I would suggest to you is to develop a plan. If you identify with any of these 3 signs, and I actually provided a bonus sign in my weekly easing, the reveal that we send out every Wednesday, that I really want you to get connected with. I want you to really, really hone in and listen to what I've had to say. Because I'm sure that if it's not you, you know someone who's been there before. And I know this is like a kick them in the gut, topic, but it's something that truly needs to be addressed. Because if you don't enjoy what it is that you're doing, you're merely existing. And that's not life, that's not living. That wasn't the reason that God created you. So I want to encourage you to begin to develop a plan and get yourself out of the situation that you're in. And if you need help, if you need support, if you need assistance, I encourage you right now, if you are absolutely serious, if you're absolutely ready to get out of your rut and go from existing to living and thriving, go to www.unveilingyouenterprises.com. Remember to go for it, because now, definitely now, you is your time. See you next week. Bye-bye. And if this has helped you in any way, little commercial, at the bottom, I want you to put how this has helped you, or if this is someone, if you know someone who's like this, you know, add a comment. I love to hear what it is that you all have to say. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.